done. Finally. The ad is done. Done. Finally. Bread Sheeran. Where's Bread Sheeran when you need him? I should get a Bread Sheeran emote. I should get one. Egg Sheeran will do, yeah. I should get a Bread Sheeran emote at some point. I'm gonna put that in my notes so that I remember. Cause fun fact, that Ed Sheeran emote, basically I think it was like two years ago. I think 2-3 years ago. Cry messaged me and was like, hey, when you get to an affiliate, use this Egg Sheeran emote. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I will. And yeah, and when I finally became an affiliate, I added that onto my emotes thing. That was like one of the first things I did, other than, you know, completing the affiliate like tax information stuff. Bread Sheeran, yeah. Oh my god, I should just add a ton of Ed Sheeran emotes. So yeah. Anyways, guys. Anyways. My glasses aren't on me. But anyways, welcome on Nature Guy. How you doing? But yeah, today we're continuing Turn About Blaze. Hello, Alice. Welcome on in. How you doing? You playing Fortnite? I haven't played Fortnite in fucking ages, man. And I'm kind of scared to get back into it. I haven't played it in like 5 years. And yeah. But I hope you place very high on Fortnite. I hope you do well in your Fortnite game. I'm good, just tired. Work is overwhelming. I feel that. I say that. I'm only in like, I say that as if I'm not part-time, but yeah, I feel that yesterday when I got home from work, I was just fucking exhausted, man. Just, retail is not for the weak. I'm just gonna tell you that straight out. As Jack Skellington. Ooh, that sounds fun. But yeah, retail is not for the weak. I can tell you that. Done 12-hour shifts 4 days in a row, 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. Jesus fucking Christ! How the fuck are you still alive? What's work? A job. Fucking pain. I have homework. Yeah, like I work in retail, so caffeine. Yeah. Good job for the fucking blessed that is caffeine, eh? 600 plus mathematical problematics homework. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, I hope you managed to actually what am I trying to think of? Life of security. Jesus fucking Christ. I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad for you, Alice. Jeez. I gotta do it again today. Jesus Christ. I could never. Like, jeez. My internet is horrible. Oh God. Gotta have my homework done tonight. Oh God, then you should not be watching my stream. You should be doing your fucking website, and you should be doing your fucking homework. And it's a website? Oh. Well, I don't know how to help you there, jeez. But you should probably save some of your bandwidth and do your homework instead of watching this. Watching your not internet is shite, yeah, fair. But hey, extra money, so hopefully after this week I can game again. Okay, so you've only got like, I'm guessing you've only got the longer shifts this week, and yeah, so you'll go back to like at least somewhat decent shifts next week, hopefully. But yeah, so today we're gonna hopefully finish Turn About Blaze. today we have to do some. I think it's just we're doing testimonies today. I think we're just doing testimonies. We're just doing Alba's testimonies. So yeah, it should be a fairly more chilled out stream because we're not doing any. I don't think we're doing any investigating, to my knowledge. Yeah, 2 people are in the hospital. That's why I'm doing these shifts. Oh, okay. So it's like you're basically like kind of covering some hours, basically. And I literally just took a drink. I don't know why. I just always go to grab my drink. Also, I used to have a friend that loved these games. It's been so long since I've seen these. Oh my god, I have been obsessed with Ace Attorney for like the past year, and I feel like everyone. I drift better than try. But yeah, I feel like everyone has had some sort of. And I'm gonna wait for. There we go. I'm gonna wait. What was I gonna say? I feel like everyone has had some sort of interaction with Ace Attorney, whether it's because they played it, they've watched the anime. And there's so much Ace Attorney content that you don't think about, because most people will think of the games, and then some people might think of the anime. But there's a fucking musical. There's fan games. There's an anime. Yes, there is an anime. It's on Crunchyroll. It's got 2 seasons, and it follows the majority of the Phoenix Wright trilogy. The only case it doesn't follow is Rise from the Ashes. You've gone past 2-1, right? Of the Phoenix Wright trilogy? Yes, I've played the entirety of Phoenix Wright. If you're talking about investigations, no. In this collection, no, I have not. No, I have not. We are currently on 1-5. But yeah, so there's just so much Ace Attorney content. There's the games, obviously. There's the anime. There's a musical. I think there's a fan musical as well, but there's also an official musical, I think. There's a stage play, which I don't know. Which I don't know if it's the same as the musical or if it's a separate thing. There's also manga, which I think takes place around the same time as the Wright trilogy, just because I think that's obviously the most popular trilogy. There's a ton of fucking collabs with just some other stuff. Like, I mean, to be fair, it is a 23-year-old franchise, right? The original first game came out on the Game Boy Advance back in 2001. It's actually just turned 23. This franchise just turned 23 yesterday, because the first Phoenix Wright came out on October 12th, 2001 on the Game Boy Advance. Yeah, there's just so much to this franchise. It's crazy. There's also some other. Oh yeah, and there's the Professor Layton Phoenix Wright game as well. I played the demo. I haven't played the demo actually, and I actually decided when it was revealed that there was going to be a demo that I was like, you know what? I want to go in completely blind. I was tempted to play the demo on stream, but then I was like, no, I'm gonna go in completely blind with this collection. Sorry, gotta get ready for work. No worries. I hope you have a good shift. You get 1-1, first part and 2-1. First part, Layton and Wright, is horrible. I have consumed very little content, surprisingly, surrounding Layton versus Wright. But yeah, I think I have a few video essays. I have a few videos, I think, on my Watch Later playlist about Layton Wright, the Layton Wright game. Yeah, I have 2 videos about specifically the Layton versus Wright game. And then I have a few videos that are just generally Ace Attorney related. Like, I have a video that ranks every Ace Attorney breakdown. I have a video on my Watch Later about the history of Ace Attorney. which I actually started watching. And then when it got to the investigations part, and I was like, you know, I'm gonna pause here and then watch it when I finished investigations. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that. I'm gonna finish finishing that, like, probably when I finish Prosecutor's Gambit, which I'll probably thinking about how long these games are and how long Investigations is. The first Investigations is. If I'm gonna think, if we're just gonna like try and plan out streams for a minute, Prosecutor's Gambit is probably gonna take us entirety of November and probably like to the first week or 2 weeks of December, cause you know, Turnabout Blaze has taken us 2 weeks, and then every other case before then has taken us 1 week, cause every other case before Turnabout Blaze has taken us like 1 or 2 streams. So hopefully Prosecutor's Gambit is like the same length. I have consumed very little content surrounding the second game, Prosecutor's Gambit. I've consumed very little around that. I've also got a video on my Watch Later playlist ranking every single Ace Attorney case ever. So yeah, I'm gonna watch that when I've also finished this. When I've also finished this entire collection. So yeah. So anyways, let's get into we've got more of Turnabout Blaze to finish. Let's get into I think we've got a testimony. Yeah, I've got Ambassador Alba's alibi. Frankly, I still don't understand why I am being placed under suspicion here. Under your hypothetical scenario, Mr. Coaching and I were fellow smugglers. But to get to the point, I was in Alabast the whole time, so it's simply not possible for me to have killed him in Babal. That is my alibi. What if you killed him in Alabast though? And you were like, and then you somehow managed to drag his body over to Babal. I don't know. So that is your alibi? That is correct. It's simply not possible for me to have committed a crime in Babal. But wait, what about the murder of the Mask 2? Now that we have cleared that up, I'd appreciate it if you would move it out of my way.
Hold it!
I said, hold it. What is it this time? I thought I told you I'd only allow one question. You did, but you still have yet to really answer my one question. What? Until you tell us the truth, I will refuse to budge an inch from where I'm standing. Very well, I'll play with you just a little longer. Miles Edgeworth, as my subordinate and representative of this country's prosecutors, you are forbidden to lose. We won't lose. We won't fucking lose though. Of course. That is something I've understood from the start. That guy's the one who ordered my father killed, isn't it? Yeah, I believe so. The goal of the first Yatagarazu was the capture of the smuggling ring's leader, my father and Uncle Bad. Their legacy will live on, through me. So that's why we've just gotta catch him, okay? We will, I promise. Now, Ambassador Alba, let's have it at the truth now, shall we? No matter how many times you ask, my answer remains the same. Okay, I want to look through the evidence first because I haven't looked at it since Friday. Let's look at it. So we have our prosecutor's badge. We have the embassy guide, which shows us a map of how the embassies are split, and kind of a little description of Alabast and Babal. Then we have the notes on Cochin's body. Then we have the Yatagarazu key. The Kodopian paper document talking about the smuggling of the Babalese ink and like kind of appearing to say, hey, Cochin was the leader of this. Then we've got Babao's Primaduck statue. And this is actually originally Alabast's Primaduck statue because the two statues were switched. This is the Alabastrian knife that was found in the Babal embassy. I remember when we first found this knife, it originally had the handle. It originally had a Babal handle on it. Someone must have switched the handles to make it look like that this was a Babal knife instead of an Alabastrian one. Then we've got the counterfeit bills that have been circulating in Zhengfa that used the Babalese ink. Then we have the Alabast's Primaduck statue, which is actually the Babao one, I think. Yeah. And then we've got the samurai spear that Larry bent. Damask 2's note saying, "Hey, switch the Primaduck statue," and had the same handwriting as of Cochin's. Samurai dogs that Old Bag. I think it was either Old Bag or Larry that showed us. Then we've got this pick that was found. I don't know how this has any relevance. And then we've got the fountain spouts that automatically refill it because it's used. The water in that fountain is actually used to put out fires, and it was used to put out the fires in the Babao embassy. And then we've got the photo of the Yetogurazu. This one here, which I can't remember what we determined on that. I think we determined that. I don't know what we determined of what that was. We determined that I think we determined that this was maybe that there was wire going between one of the embassies and I think it was between the Alabast embassy. Yeah, it was between the Alabast embassy and Cochin's office. So the Alabast embassy on the 4th or the 5th floor, and then Cochin's office on the 3rd. And there was wire going in between those, and we kind of proposed hey, this was used to switch the statues. And then we've got the wire that was used in between the offices. Then we've got the revolving fireplace wall that was in the Babal embassy and the Alabast embassy. The crossbow arrows that were actually disguised as support sticks for some flowers in the Alabast embassy. The trump card talking about the smuggling ring. It was a note from the boss to Cochin. Then got the videotape from the KG8 incident. The counterfeit plate that was inside one of the Primaduck statues to be able that is used to make the counterfeit bills. We've got Alba's wound saying, "Hey, Damask was killed in self-defense because he stabbed first." The commemorative photo between Alba and the Steel Samurai and what's his name, Paleno. Then I've got the security footage in the theatre between the two embassies, and then I've got the push cart that the Steel Samurai was pushing. So yeah.
Hold it!
It's not a hypothesis. Earlier we proved it to be what happened. Well, let's leave that to one side for now, because it doesn't change the fact that I have no motive. Oh, so you really had no reason to kill Mr. Cochin? If you want to suppose I had one, then why not? I'll indulge you. After all, this is nothing more than a silly game to me. Even that's how you see things, I'd appreciate it if you would take me seriously. I'm sorry, I suppose you are in a bit of a pickle. Very well, a game is no fun if the playing field isn't level. Therefore, I formally claim that I had no motive to kill. Now let's see you disprove that. Disprove it. How can he stand there looking proud when he knows he killed another human being? Well, I'm not going to stand by and just watch him get away with his crimes. In that case, what motive would I have to kill my co-conspirator? Maybe something to do with this statues? I don't know. Maybe this?
Objection!
If you want to know, I believe you did have a motive to kill. It was because Mr. Cochin had betrayed you. But you had your own reason too. Namely, you wanted to pin the smuggling on him. Evil begets. Evil begets. Evil begets? Evil begets. Yes, evil begets. Evil. And because you were trying to test each other, it turned into this.
Objection!
I don't believe this. You have a bad penchant for telling tall tales, Mr. Prosecutor. And if you're not, then I suppose you have some proof to support your argument. I never use guesswork in my cases forward. It has been proven that this note was written by Mr. Cochin's hand. Shall we take a look at it? My earring is annoying me. The content of the note is a request calling for the theft of Alabast's Primaduck statue. By killing him and pushing in all the guilt for the smuggling onto him, you walk away spotless. I believe you understand what I'm driving at. You had more than a few reasons to kill him.
Objection!
Are you finished with your hypothesizing? Excuse me? Let's suppose I did have a motive. Even so, a motive of RFR alone can't kill. Isn't that right? I didn't expect him to resort to playing the semantics game with me. It appears that this is where the real battle will begin. Now then, if you will excuse me... Wait, what? I told you at the very beginning, didn't I? You only get one question. Fuck's sake. Ambassador Albert, if you could please give us just a little bit more of your time. Paleno coming in clutch. It doesn't matter what kind of a man Manny was. He was my subordinate. Which is why I would like for us to give out the real cause of his death. That is something for the battle to figure out, and something to which I have no relation to. Come on, Paleno, come in clutch again, please. Now he's even turning down a request from Ambassador Paleno. I'm very sorry, but it seems that even even my voice falls in deaf ears. There's no need for you to apologize, Ambassador Paleno. We must find some way to stop him from leaving. It seems there are no further objections. In that case, please allow me to return home. Get back here, you fucking dipshit. Okay, hold it right there, Ambassador Alba. Okay. Like I said, Mr. Edgeworth, the Yetagarazu's legacy will live on through me. Yeah, but how do you suppose we stop him from leaving? You just leave that to me. Ambassador Alba, do you recognize this? No. And why should I recognize that tattered old organizer? Wait, where have I seen that before? Was that Burns? That is a clue. My father, Bern Faraday, left for us. Did you say Bern Faraday? Mr. Faraday's organizer. Don't tell me this is the one from the second KG8 incident. The one in which he wrote about the Yetagarazu's key? How is Alba related to KG8? Yeah, this organizer belonged to the prosecutor you had Mr. Yu kill. Oh yeah, he was like, hey, go kill this guy. 7 years ago. I have no idea what you're talking about. You say that like it was related to me. Inside this organizer, he wrote up every detail of every evil thing you did. What an amusing little girl you are, but that soft trickery won't work on me. If you won't believe me, then take a look at this. Oh, what is that toy there? Is that Little Thief? Little Thief? This thievery device was used by the Yetagarazu, or rather, by my father. 7 years ago, he used this when he snuck into the embassy. What? These two pieces of evidence that hold information the Yetagarazu dug up on you. If you go home now, I won't hesitate to send it all to Alabasta right behind you. Little girl, get to the point. I want you to go up against Mr. Edgeworth one more time. If you win, then I'll hand over these two pieces of evidence. yet a Garazu, ever a thorn in my side. Okay, does that organizer really contain any information on his dirty dealings? It's nothing case-breaking, really. Then it was just a bluff. Even if it was, we still can't let all the info my father and Uncle Bad found go to waste. Please, what? Plus, just the existence of Little Thief is troublesome enough for him. Those two pieces, aren't they keepsakes of your father? It's okay, I believe in Mr. Edgeworth. He'll come out on top in the end. Okay. She's putting so much belief in us. When the going gets tough, someone's gotta be there to put the wind back in your sails. After all this time, you're still quite the feisty one. I applaud your powerful nature. I refuse to lose this too. Ambassador Alba, you won't be returning home until you give us further testimony. How dare you all, barring a person like me. Ambassador Alba, your testimony, if you please. Alright, but this is the absolute last. Then, even if you use all the power of Ambassador Peleno's office, you won't stop me. I can't let this opportunity Kay has created for me to go to waste. The last time I met with Mr. Colchin was here at the Theatre of Neutralis. After that, I was in Alabasta for the rest of the time, as I stated earlier. In any case, I did not see Mr. Colchin after that. So you see, there is no time span in which I could have killed him, wouldn't you agree? Now, since you people were practically begging, I'll allow you to question me. What an arrogant old man. Yeah, but no matter, we can't allow this chance to escape us. I will warn you though, you've reached the end of my patience. Waste my time with any inane questions and you will be punished. Okay, we've got some penalties, so this is actually kind of wrapping up now. So any needless pressing or presenting will hurt our case. In that case, the only thing you can do is to present the correct evidence. Understood? Yeah. Of course, I don't intend to let him intimidate me. I know Mr. Colchin was killed before he returned to Babao, in which case, there is only one statement to which I need to present the evidence. Okay. I don't think so. Let's present this, maybe this photo.
Objection!
I'd like you to take a look at this picture. It's a rather nice picture, isn't it? It was to commemorate the restoration of relations between our nations. Oh, it's commemorative, alright. One that captures the proof I need to show that it was you who committed the murder. Come again? This is the knife that killed Mr. Colchin. I see you recognize it as well as you should, for it was you who brought it to the fair. You hid it among the flowers you were to give to the Steel Samurai, meaning that you killed Manny Colchin here at the theatre. It's time for me to catch my flight.
Objection!
No, it's not. No, it's not. You're not getting that. You're not getting in that fucking flight. We're not through yet. It's game over for you, Mr. Edgeworth. But I thank you for the entertainment. No matter how passionately you orate, the end result will still be the same. I won't be returning to this country ever again. Because you'll be in fucking prison, that's why. That's right, this man is an ambassador. And he has extraterritorial rights. No matter how hard we chase after him, we won't be able to have him tried in court. Yes, that's exactly the face you should be making. The face of a worthless cure. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, I must bid you farewell. Ugh, hate that man. The court. Is there no one who can lay a finger on this man? Is this really the end?
Knuckle back!
Lang. Going in fucking clutch, oh my god. Agent Lang. Sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Prosecutor. Get out of my way. My plane is scheduled to take off soon. Now, sorry, but you're not going anywhere, Mr. Alba. I'm through playing games with you people. You can't touch me. If you do, it would spark an international incident, Agent Lang. Sorry, but no it wouldn't. What? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Good job holding the fort down here until I got back. So, Mr. Albert, your diplomatic immunity has just been revoked. What do you mean, revoked? Spare me this nonsense and let me through. Longji says, before aiming for the throat, chew the neck shield off first. Interpol headquarters and the Imperial household of the Kingdom of Alabast took a while to get things rolling, but they finally moved on it. The Imperial household? What have you done? You have been relieved of your duties as Ambassador, Mr. Albert. Woo! Thank fuck! Fuck you, old man, oh my fucking god. Effective today, effective right now. And you have Mr. Prosecutor's videotape effect for this. The video the Yetagarazu protected? You can't be arrested simply because you're an ambassador. In that case, I thought I'd strip you of that title. You underestimated me, a descendant of the founder of the Timid philosophy, Longji. 4,000 years of deeply entrenched connections and networks around the world have really paid off. They really have, haven't they? It can't be. I don't believe this. My ambassadorship has been revoked. Looks like you finally come to grips with your new standing. Oh, looks like he's turned docile again. He's probably in shock from the loss of his shield. What a shame! I had so wanted to use my whip on him. Why is this happening to me? I'm just a hard-working, honest ambassador. Yeah, no, you killed a guy. Do you really think you can still pull that on us now? We've already ripped away the mask and seen you for who you really are, Mr. Albert. This guy is a massive fucking douchebag. And I'm glad that, Lang came in right when he did. No, I won't be stopped now. He still intends to fight us. So what if I am no longer an ambassador? You still don't have any evidence on me. The fact remains that you cannot arrest me. I expected no less from you, the boss of the smuggling ring. Well, the rest is up to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Understood. You say that I killed Mr. Cochin in the theatre, but even if it's true then that there was a knife in my bouquet, I left that bouquet in the theatre. So anyone could have taken it out from there and used it, right? Besides, the claim that he was killed here itself is odd. After all, wasn't his body discovered in the bow? Are you claiming that I carried his body all the way over there? Preposterous.
Objection!
Nah, I'll be the one to prove whether it's preposterous or not. Ex-Ambassador Albert, are you ready? Because this is no game. This is war. I killed Mr. Cochin in his theatre using a knife that was stuck in my bouquet. I left that bouquet in the theatre. Anyone could have taken the knife from there. Besides, Mr. Cochin's body was discovered in Babao, right? There's no way for me to have transported his body from the theatre to Babao. Look, don't you think you've had enough fun with me? You've already stolen my ambassadorship from me. Would you have me surrender to you? You have no plans to ever return to this country, isn't that right? Did you know that a bunch of your subordinates are seeking asylum because of you? As if I care. You douche. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, boot this guy out of the embassy and we can finally end everything. I know, and I'll give it my all to see that he leaves in handcuffs. Without the title of ambassador, he is just another witness. He's just a guy. Yeah, just another witness. Alright, what are we waiting for? Let's get this guy. And get him good. I wonder if they understand that all I can do is present evidence to the testimony. Okay, I think I know what to present evidence on. Let's go to that last bit where it says that he couldn't have transported Cochin's body. And then, but there was a way because Remember when Larry said, last week I think? Or was it last year? I don't remember. Where he said he had lost the Iron Infant? Well, he probably lost the pushcart as well. And this is the way that Coach's body was transported.
Objection!
Actually, I do believe there was a way to transport the body out of the theatre. Perhaps you should give this a look. What is that supposed to be? It's footage from a security camera that captured the state of the immigration area. Should I congratulate you on getting your hands on it? Just let you know we're not the only ones watching your every movement. Thank you for the warning. Now, if you could take a good look at this section here. This lump here inside the pushcart. Do you know what's causing it? Should I? Because I don't. In that case, allow me to enlighten you. This is the cause of the unnatural lump under the cloth in the pushcart. Coach's body. What is the meaning of showing me that? It's to say that the unnatural bulge in the pushcart is Mr. Coach's body. You had the steel samurai wheel his body away from the real crime scene. What a guess. But wonder if you have any evidence to support it. I admit that for now it is by hypothesis. However, if you can't prove it, then I'm afraid I must be on my way. I don't have any more time to play with you people. Fuck you. Gumshoe! To the rescue, like always. Fucking love the man. Sorry it took so long, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Gummy? Detective Gumshoe, is that the Steel Samurai's pushcart? Yes, sir. I found it in the open air stage area. So that's where you went. The detective spirit that Pops left me with. I thought I'd follow my goal and go with it, sir. So, Mr. Edgeworth, is this worth anything to the case? Yeah, it just might play a major role in solving this case, detective. Gumshoe should be paid more. I swear, once a case, I rant. And once a case in this game, I rant about how much Gumshoe needs to be paid. He needs to be paid fucking more. Cause yeah, is he kind of a dumbass? Yes. Does he also come with these life-saving moments? Yes! He deserves to be paid more. But something isn't right. I thought that the entire samurai family was in Alabast. Where exactly in the open air stage area did you find this pushcart? I found it just lying there at the edge of the stage, sir. Oh, well, let's leave that for now and examine the inside, detective. Yes, sir? Examine. And there is blood. Blood. It's blood. This must be Mr. Coach's blood. Which only goes to prove that Mr. Coach's body was indeed transported by this pushcart. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Coach at this theatre and then placed his body inside the pushcart. And then you forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. I forced him to move the body into Alabast. What nonsense! Why would I bother to do such a thing?
Objection!
You were scheduled to make a speech in Alabast, meaning it was difficult for you to make a stop in Babao. However, what if you moved the body to Alabast? Because it was your embassy, you could keep an eye on it and tamper with the evidence, and then you smuggled it out of Alabast. Now, if I can show how you moved the body from Alabast to Babao, then I win. But you can't. The security between the two countries is incredibly tight. But wouldn't he get some sort of like what, security immunity? Because you know he was the fucking ambassador of Alabast. I'll be the one to judge whether I can or cannot prove it. And so I ask you to provide us with testimony regarding your movements after your return to Alabast. Miles Edgeworth, have you figured it out? Do you know how the body was moved? To be honest, I have nothing to support my hypothesis at this time. However, I don't believe I've made a mistake in my logic up to this point, which means there's no question that it can't be answered, right? The Primadox statue was smuggled successfully through a brief flight through the air, so why shouldn't there be an answer as to how the body was moved? Which means that there must be a logic flaw somewhere I can exploit. After I returned to Alabast, I had my picture taken with the Steel Samurai shaking hands. Then just as I was about to start my speech, the Yetaka Razu appeared. I feared for the national treasures, so I raced back to my office. Is that all? Yeah, that's all.
Objection!
It looks like you left out a few things, such as the murder of the mask too. Furthermore, you left out the part about meeting with me in your office. And those trifling matters. I don't believe I need to speak of those things again. I do so hate to waste time. What? It's not every life precious. Do you really need me to answer that for you? People like you cannot be allowed to wander freely through society. Then you better try hard, because I doubt you'll find a single contradiction. He's really full of himself, innit? Yeah, he is. How can he be so confident at a time like this? Come, don't be shy. Go ahead and ask whatever you'd like. I don't think there is any contradictions though. Like, he did miss out, you know, him talking with Francisco and shit. But I don't think there is any contradictions.
Hold it!
So why was it only with the Steel Samurai? I thought the Pink Princess was also around. The Pink Princess was suffering from a bad hip at the time. Yeah, do you not remember? And the doctors recommended that she rest. Oh, so you do have a soft side after all. The pain of a bad hip. I suppose none of you can really understand how I feel. Oh, so you tend to strain your back as well, huh? But isn't that just because you're normally all hunched over? Yeah. You did need to keep up the act no matter what, I suppose. The point of this is not to discuss my back problems. For about 15 minutes after our handshake, I was in my office preparing for the speech. Okay, let's press on this one and this one, I guess. That Yetagarasu was just a trick that you had set up. A most amusing joke, and how do you propose that I set it up? If you really want to know, I can explain it in detail for you. You arranged the spotlights in the rose garden so that when you were to take the stage, the audience would see the Yetagarazu's shadow. Oh, that is an interesting tale. Sadly, it has nothing to do with me. You. What's it going to take for you to fess up to anything? Very well then, let's move on to a different question. After the Yetagarazu appeared, what was the state of the rose garden? Everyone took refuge inside the embassy. I even helped with the effort. And then, once everyone was inside, well... Okay, I don't think there's anything else we can do. Instead of just pressing all the statements. And what happened after you returned to your office? I don't want to keep on repeating this, however, upon my return I had that stroke of bad luck and bumped into Master.
Objection!
And I don't want to keep on repeating this either. But his name was Damask too. Who cares what he was called? By the time he got to the Primadox statue that he was supposed to steal, it had already been swapped for the fake. Talk about an unlucky man, being bludgeoned to death with a fake statue. Miss Montcalm is really letting her whip fly now. I think the scary part is her silence while she's doing it. She must be at the limit of her patience as well. But physical attacks are meaningless here. Only evidence will suffice. I can't find a single flaw in his argument. At this rate, I won't be able to prove that he is actually guilty of anything. Are we finished here? Miles Edgeworth, can you not come up with how the body was moved to Babel? Sir, Mr. Edgeworth, even after proving so much, is he going to get away with it? Is this the end? Please let it not be. Please let it not be. It appears that we made it just in time. Larry and Oldbag, it would be a great honor if you would allow us to be your allies in battle. Even Magistrate, it is time for you to pay. It is so funny. In my head, I don't know why, in my head it is so funny to think that this is just Oldbag and Larry. It's the Steel Samurai. Now you are mistaken, for I am Steel Samurai Daddy, married man of Neo Old Tokyo. And this is Pink Princess Mummy. Okay, Oldbag. Edgy poo. The two people that I wanted to see the least, Larry and Oldbag. Larry! What are you two doing here? Well, to show your gratitude, Edgy, we just wanted to help Yeesh. I'm gonna get the bad guy with a single flush of my samurai spear. Go away! Fuck off, man! How can you be so mean to us, Edgy Poo? No, fuck off! This is some lower shit! You two are fucking people in costumes! All three of us came to lend a hand and this is how you treat us? Two people in costumes and a doll. Yeah. Wait, well, isn't this grand? And I see they managed to find the Iron Infant. Does that really matter right now? Hey! Is it just me, or is the Iron Infant completely soaked? Huh? Oh yeah. I found him in the bow, but he was in the middle of the pool. Wait a second. Larry, go back to what you just said. Oh, it appears that we made it. Not that far back! Something about finding the Iron Infant in Babao. I found it in a pool. I don't recall there being one in Babao. Yeah, there was one in the Alabaster Rose Garden. But not in... We haven't seen one in Babao. Oh, that! Well, I was in Alabaster the whole time. So I have no idea how the Iron Infant wound up in Babao. I thought I had lost him in the Rose Garden. But I guess maybe this cute kid can swim, huh? Wait, what? Larry, you lost the Iron Infant in the Rose Garden. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure, but I found him in the bow. That's enough, Larry. The Iron Infant that Larry lost managed to move between two countries. Furthermore, the Iron Infant was found soaked in the middle of a pool. This is what I've been looking for. It's another smuggling route between the countries. The key to the route the Iron Infant took to travel from Alabas to Babel is bilateral symmetry? Ah, that's right. This embassy was built with bilateral symmetry in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir. There's a location I wish for you to examine in post haste. It is where I believe the route used to smuggle Mr. Coach's body lies. Does something like that really exist, sir? An embassy built on bilateral symmetry, meaning that this is where we need to examine. I'm guessing over on the Babalese side. Because this is where the pool and the rose garden on the Alabaster side is. So I assume that there's something similar over here.
Take that!
Yes, sir. I'll be back before you know it. It's too late. It doesn't matter now. What you do is all a waste of time. You will stay here with us and wait. This is Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, it's here, sir. There's a reservoir here, just like in the Rose Garden. Oh! Okay, that makes a lot more sense, actually. Just as I suspected. What is it? The two sides of this embassy are mirror images of each other, which means that there is also a pool at the corresponding location on the Babalese side. Mr. Coach's body was moved into Babao through the pool in Alabast. Avoiding the topic with a vague answer like that is unbecoming of a prosecutor. If you don't mind, I'd like to see more physical proof if you have any. The infant is positively soaked in water. Why do you think that is? It's because he was fished out of a pool, and not just any pool. It was the Beverly's one. I think it's pretty obvious at this point what must be true. The water reservoirs in the two courtyards are connected.
Objection!
And where is your proof that the two sides are connected?
Objection!
The proof is right there before your eyes. The half-drowned iron infant. Oh. This blasted doll. There he is. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm back. Hey. Don't tell me you guys figured everything out without me. We did, thanks to this hero of justice's son. Even if he is just a doll, he managed to help file
Not
the
so
doll.
fast!
Hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Look, I don't want to say this, but it's kind of unlikely that the body just happened to have passed on through to the bow. This guy's a doll and he's small, so I can believe it made it, but here's a point. Yeah, that's right. I'm glad someone here understands. Mr. Edgeworth, are you going to next propose that a dead body can swim through a pipe? You see, Mr. Prosecutor, our chase after this man is far from over. Agent Lang. Why is he helping Mr. Albert out now? He's not. He realized the flaw in my argument and is helping to move the logic along. So he's trying to help us in the end. In which case, I should return the favor and find an answer. And another thing, Mr. Coach's body was found in his office in Babao. So what happened to his body after it was transported to the open air stage? Mr. Albert had an accomplice in Babao, remember? You mean Sheena, right? With her there, you can see how it was possible to move the body up to the office.
Objection!
Are you seriously claiming that she swam through the connecting pipe with the body? He's right, Miss Sheena would drown if she did that. It's hard to imagine that she swam through the connecting pipe. It looks like your hypothesis about how the body was moved is still only half-baked. In the end, it's all just the befuddled musings of an accusatory man. And in 5 minutes, by the way, I'm going to put a 3-minute one on this time. Now then, I believe you should give up and allow me passage. Because from the start, there was no feasible method of transporting the body. What? Mr. Prosecutor, recall Sheena's movements. What was happening in the embassy around the time Miss Sheena was in Babao? Oh, if only there was a way to get rid of the water in the pool. Get rid of the water? The fires! The fires! How, that's it? Now, I believe this time we are really done, right? Unfortunately for you, it's far from over, Mr. Albert. You are a most persistent man. Are you saying that you found a way to move the body through the water? Yes, I have. Move the body through the water? That is completely unrelated to how it was done. Excuse me? The reason I say that is because there wasn't any water there at the time. What do you mean there wasn't any water? Just what it sounds like. Tonight's events made it possible to drain the water, allowing the body to be moved, and that is the fires. I didn't expect
Take that!
T%. Tonight the Yetagrazi set fire to a variety of locations in the Beverly's embassy. In order to put the fires out, much of the reservoir's water was used. And who is 1/3 of the Yetagrazi? Callisto, you! Who is also Sheena. Of course, when the water was used, the reservoir's water level went down. If enough water was drained, the connecting pipe could be used to traverse the border. So what? The water level went down, the reservoirs were connected? Does any of this matter? You can't prove any of this. Pretending to be ignorant won't work with me. We both know what kind of situation we're in right now. Even in a game, there comes a critical game-changing moment. A moment in which you hit a wall that you must overcome in order to beat the game. I haven't lost yet. I found the route you used to smuggle the body, and that route will lead to your defeat. Even if all the water was used by the firefighting effort, you still can't really call that a smuggling route. I know that. I should have figured that you would know this. Hey, Mr. Albert, how deep are those pools anyway? I'll have you know those pools are extremely deep, and there are no ladders or footholds along the walls either. It would be difficult for Sheena to hold the body and climb up out of the pool. Ladders or footholds along the walls. There was no need for such things. What do you mean? If one were to use a certain something, they could go up or down in the pool at will. Oh, it looks like you've got an answer already. Well, what are you waiting for, Mr. Prosecutor? Enlighten us already. The way in which Machina and the body were able to rise up to ground level. If there was a way to control the water level, that could be the way the body was moved. This was used so the body and Machina could move up and down in the pool. The refilling the things, the fountain spouts. Mr. Alba used the fountain spouts in a manner of speaking. He used the fountain spouts? How so? The water levels in the pools can be controlled by opening and closing the spouts. Miss Sheena and the body were lifted upward by the buoyancy in water. The fire on the Beverly side and the firefighting effort. These were set in motion all for the sake of smuggling Mr. Coach's body. Shall I show you where the final destination of my train of logic leads? First, Mr. Alba closed the fountain spouts in advance in preparation of things to come. Then he took the pushcart that was brought to the rose garden and pushed it along with the Iron Infant and Mr. Coach's body into the pool. At this time, Miss Sheena was busy conveniently starting the first fire in Babao. She then made for the open-air stage's pool and waited for the fighting effort to begin. When the firefighters used the water in that pool, the water level went down. And by the time the fire was put out, the pipeline between the two pools was exposed. This is when she pushed the pushcart from Alabaster into Babao. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more. Okay, I'm gonna start the ad now. So 3 minutes. There we go. This should be starting any second now. There we go. I should really read over that last little bit. Look, last little sentence. Okay, I need a drink. And I need to check some Discord pings. Okay, let's see. Let us see. And then go. So we've got some hands on at the moment. I'm gonna moisturize my hands like I did on Friday. Yeah, I'm gonna start the ads probably after stream because this looks like it's gonna be a kind of shortish stream. Not a short stream, but like probably less than 2 hours. So I can do that like after stream. Wait, what have we got in the next part? Because I know we've got one more part yet left, but I remember it being not too long. Oh, okay, it's just literally one more thing. One more testimony. What is going on with my Twitch on my computer? What is going on with my Twitch on my computer? It's just lagging. Okay, there we go. Go. For some reason it was being weird on my computer. But yeah, so the ad should be finished in like a minute. So yeah. Let's go. But yeah, I think after this stream I'm gonna up ads to 3 minutes so you guys don't get pre-rolls. I was trying to manipulate it, so I was gonna try and manipulate it so I could have it like 3 minutes every hour and a half, but or like 3 minutes every 2 hours. But either I do it a minute and a half every every thingy hour, or I just keep snoozing the ads until I've done like a part of Ace Attorney or something. I don't know. I might do it where it's like more of just 2.5 minutes and we only really get a few pre-rolls. But yeah, I'll have a look. I'll mess around with ads like after stream, and the ads should be ending any second. No. And welcome back from the ads, guys. Welcome back from the ads. Once that was accomplished, Mr. Alba simply opened the fountain spouts once more, and the water level rose up to its original level, along with Miss Sheena and the body, because buoyancy. After that, Miss Sheena used the pushcart to carry the body up to the Secretariat's office. There's an elevator in the embassy after all, so you see, even with her small frame, she could have easily transported Mr. Coach's body. That wraps up my thorough explanation of how the body was moved. Well, ex-Ambassador Alba, what do you think? Not so untouchable without your precious extraterritorial rights to protect you, are you? I knew you could do it, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to fight back. You accuse me of moving the body across country lines. But when you get down to the nitty-gritty, you don't have what it takes to indict me. The nitty-gritty? What is that? What does the old man want now? Proof, I believe, is what he seeks. Yeah, proof. Without any, who is to say whether or not any of what you say really happened? He wants proof? What are we gonna do, Mr. Edgeworth? There's no need to worry. I've had all the proof we need all along. The body wasn't the only thing to go through the pool's connecting pipe tonight. Just as Detective Gumshoe found the pushcart in the open-air stage area, so too did I find one other item there. And that piece of evidence is what will prove that the pools was a smuggling route. This was another thing that was smuggled over to Babal's open-air stage area. Was it? Oh, the guitar pick. Because it says open air words found at the open air stage. It looks like a guitar pick. It's also wet for some reason.
Take that!
And what exactly is this? You have no idea, do you? This little piece that I found on the Babalese side will be on your undoing. A guitar pick? Would you care to explain how that is going to do me in, as it were? Much to your chagrin, perhaps, but this is not a guitar pick. What the fuck does chagrin mean? Annoyance or distress at having failed or being humiliated. Feeling distressed or humiliated. Okay. So basically you're saying, oh, much to your annoyance. What? This is something I found at the open air stage, which was transported with the body. I naturally assumed that you would recognize it, since you took a photo with it after all. But since you don't, allow me to show you what this fragment from the stage area belongs to. I'm gonna guess maybe this?
Take that!
Let's take a good look at the murder weapon that was used to kill Manny Cochin. Oh! Okay, that's a total guess. On the handle of this knife, there is a beautifully blooming flower. However, it would appear that it's missing a single petal. Now let's see what happens when we try to fit this pick in that open slot. It's a perfect fit. I assume that the petal must have fallen off of the flower during Mr. Coach's murder, and that it was accidentally placed into the pushcart along with Manny Coach's body. That's an interesting story. Oh, I assure you it's more than just a story. Because for some odd reason, this flower petal was wet when I found it. It was wet, you say? Yeah, and the only place it could have gone wet from is the open air stage's pool. Now I ask you, how did that part of the weapon, which was smuggled into the theatre, wind up in the open air stage area on the Babalese side of the embassy? I don't think I need to waste any words explaining this, as this petal explains it all for me. It proves that someone went from the Rose Gardens pool on through into Babao. Impossible. The people of Zhengfa have been waiting to see you face to face, Mr. Alba. I'll tell everyone back home will be there soon. You should be happy. And this... why? Why? It's a little late to be asking that question. You should have known from the very beginning. When you took your first life. No matter how you may plot or how you may try to cover it all up, you can never hide from your crime and what you've done. Because we're here to see to it that justice is served to people like you. You can't call what you give it a perfect argument. Fuck you mean? You know, I don't think this guy is going to ever admit to his wrongdoings, Edgeworth. Because he values himself above all else. People who can't be negotiated with or people who refuse to admit when they've lost. I don't believe those kind of people really exist because everyone breaks eventually. You're right, in that case I have no choice but to use all of the evidence I have. I'll use it all until he breaks under the weight of his crimes. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. This really will be the end of the line. To be continued. And I'm gonna carry on onto this next part. So, why did I just click no then? There we go. Mr. Alba, I request that you testify once more. As if there is anything else for me to testify about. I still have yet to fully prove that it was Mr. Alba who murdered Mr. Cauldron. Well, I'd like to hear about your movements before the murder occurred. I wonder if you could tell us about what you did here at the Theatrum Neutralis. Very well, I suppose I could tell you about that. Because all I did was watch the Steel Samurai stage show. Elaborating on even that alone is good enough for me. The only way for me to place this man under arrest is to pinpoint the exact location of where the murder took place, for that is the key to this investigation. I watched from the last row. The stage was well lit, but it was dark out in the audience. I swear I was there in the audience, but it's hard to prove that, I suppose. I don't remember the contents of the show very well, though. Is that proof enough for you? What contents of the show? Those moving scenes were seared into this old man's heart. I'll never forget them. So you were in the theatre proper watching the Steel Samurai stage show, were you? Of course I was. I have a great fondness for the Steel Samurai. Sure you do. Yeah, I was pretty cool up there, wasn't I? You're not the one who is cool. It's the Steel Samurai who is cool. Don't bring him down. Larry is... Okay, Larry is not that cool. He's not as cool as Will Powers. But... Don't be that mean to him. Yeah, and the Steel Samurai special finishing move today was really something, huh? Hey, Edgy, who is she? Who is this super cute girl? She's been standing here this whole time and only now he notices her? Isn't she like 17? Yeah, she's 17, Larry. And you're 25. What? You weirdo. You absolute weirdo. Her name is Kay Faraday, and she's helping me in my investigation. Sorry I didn't get to introduce myself earlier, but better late than never. Yes, okay, I'm Larry, but... Silence in the peanut gallery. There's no such time for such trivialities at a time like this. She's basically saying, shut the fuck up, Larry. Which I wholeheartedly agree with. Mr. Prosecutor, this is the final battle, you got that? I know. This is the end. For that man there. Now that's the kind of thing I like to hear. I think I'll give trusting you a try, Mr. Prosecutor. Or rather, Mr. Edgeworth. He finally calls us by our fucking name. I leave this critical battle up to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Have no fear, I will finish the job. This really is the end game. The time has come to expose every last one of Mr. Alba's lies. Can you tell me about what happened in the stage show? Well, I remember the contents of the show as well myself. That's nice. That's nice. Mauser, just don't allow yourself to be riled up by him at this important juncture. I wasn't planning to let him. Well, if you ask me, I think I'm the biggest Steel Samurai expert around here. And don't you think that the climactic scene of today's show was just totally awesome? Debatable, honestly. Debatable that you're the biggest Steel Samurai fan ever. I think that goes to Edgeworth, actually. Yeah, I remember that well. And that spectacular special move. The way you delivered the final blow against the evil magistrate. Early summer rain jab. That's the scene. Oh, that scene will live on in my heart forever. Is that how it went? I totally forgot about that. How can you forget your own special moves? Will Powers would never. Will Powers would fucking never, honestly. That's a special attack that the Steel Samurai uses when he's using this Samurai Spear. Yeah, today was the first time they showed it off, was it not? I mean, the Steel Samurai Spear was broken though. If I hadn't watched the show, then how could I answer you with the name of the move? I suppose you are correct, but if you could, please elaborate on this point for me. This was broken. He couldn't do the early summer rain jab.
Objection!
The special move today was the early summer rain jab. Is that your final answer? Is that it? Is that really it? You little irritating gnat. Do you think you can trip me up by asking the same questions over and over? That's not my intention. Your testimony is more than sufficient. However, I believe it would be wise for you to take a look at this. The Samurai Spear? What about it? This spear actually never made it on stage today. Excuse me? Unfortunately for you, tonight's Steel Samurai happened to be a goof of a young man with an abundance of useless hot-bloodedness. Having said that, said useless man bent the spear during his rehearsal this evening. Kay, do you remember what the Steel Samurai special move was tonight? It was the Steel Samurai Sushi Slash. Correct. Because he couldn't use the spear, a last minute change was made. Had you really been watching the show, you would have known the move that was used. Quercus Albert. You didn't watch even a single minute of the Steel Samurai stage show tonight, did you? Yeah, come on, Albert. Ha! So if he wasn't watching the show tonight, then it opens up the possibility that he was busy killing Mr. Cochin instead. So where were you during the show? I demand an answer now. What the fuck are you laughing at? Laughing at? Just what is so funny? You're so sloppy. And so are your conclusions. I still insist that I watched the show. Or most of it, in any case. What do you mean by most of it? I see, during the show I left my seat for a spell to visit the bathroom. I assume that was when the dramatic scene was played out on stage. That's the lousiest, lamest excuse I've ever heard in my life, pal. Just because he got the name of the move wrong, we can't even use that as proof that he didn't watch the show at all. Fuck's sake, man, this fucking cunt. Oh my fucking god. As a fan of the Steel Samurai, I'd wanted to watch the show. I'd wanted to watch the entire show on it. As a Steel Samurai fan, but someone who wasn't even in his seat for the climax of the show, you have no right to call yourself a Steel Samurai fan ever. He's getting pissy about his favourite series. Edgeworth is such a fucking nerd. Who is that just now? FBI, young lady. Larry, what are you doing interrupting me like that? Edgeworth, please, put it up for a second, I beg. You may never accept this old man as a Steel Samurai fan. But I totally think he's a Steel Samaniac. What exactly is a Steel Samaniac, pal? I believe you meant to say Steel Samurai Maniac. Yeah, trust me, I know a real fan when I see one because I'm the Steel Samurai. Bitch, no you fucking aren't. You're just a guy in a costume. Will Powers is a Steel Samurai. And I'm getting way too invested in a fictional TV show.
Objection!
I will never acknowledge you as a true Steel Samurai. Yeah, fuck off, bitch. What are you getting so worked over, Mr. Edgeworth? It appears that the real Steel Samurai recognizes me as a fan. He's not the real Steel Samurai. Will Powers is the real Steel Samurai. As well he should, for I'm a fan. It's not as though I missed the entire show. It was the most amazing show, filled with spirit and the young at heart. And in that moment, you went to the bathroom. You could have killed Mr. Coaching, and then just, returned back to your seat as if everything was normal. But it fucking wasn't, because you killed a man. The sarcasm dripping from his long wooden nose couldn't run in any thicker. Getting the name of the move wrong only proves that he didn't watch the last scene. What I really need here is something more definitive. Something that links Mr. Albert directly to the murder of Mr. Manny Coaching. You know what, Gramps? You're really something else. I wanted to receive such praise from the Steel Samurai, but what is it for? Well, I was just wondering how you found out about the early summer rain job. That movie's a bit of a secret that only a small portion of the staff knows about. Wait, it was a secret? Larry! Wait, what did you just say? Huh? Did I say something stupid again? Did you say that the early summer rain job was actually a secret? Well, maybe I shouldn't have said secret. It's more like we only decided on the name of the movie right before the start of the show. Right before? Yeah, the stage director was going nuts because we were supposed to debut the move. About 5 minutes before the show, we threw it up on the dressing room's whiteboard. Early summer rain job, that's kind of how we decided the name of the move. But by that time, I'd already bent the spear, so I guess the whole thing was kind of pointless. All of you Steel Samurai actors are the same. The director has my complete sympathy. Long story short, because we changed the move to the sushi slash, we kind of pretended that the early summer rain job didn't exist at all. I mean, it'd be bad if someone found out we changed the move, so we made it a secret. So basically, a gag order was issued for publicity's sake. It almost makes the early summer rain job sound like a lost art. Yeah, which is why I think most of the staff haven't even heard of the movie. Hold those lips of yours still. No? What the heck, old man? Yeah, fuck you, old guy. I've done nothing but listen, and from what I can tell, it's all very unrelated to the case. No, it's fucking not. Because how would this guy know about the early summer rain job? If the name of it was only thought up of 5 minutes before the show fucking started. Only the director and some of the production staff and old bag would have known about the name of the move. It's also very tedious and a pointless exercise in wasting time, much like a kids show.
Objection!
Fuck you. Fuck you, man. Mr. Albert, I believe the one who should be quiet now is you. How dare you? I suspect that you've already noticed exactly what the very severe implications are in this man's testimony. So now you're trying to bully me, huh? Yes! Actually, yes! Yes, because you're a fucking douche. There are no implications to be read into a behind-the-scenes story of the King Show. Don't even think about trying to slip your way out of this, Quercus Alba. I still do not know how. I still do not know how to pronounce his first name. You were the one who said it yourself that the name of the move was Early Summer Rain Job. But that name was only decided upon right before the show was about to start. So just what are you driving at? That the name of the movie you told us was never used in the show or said aloud again, the only people who would have known would be the director. Who, and you know what? Thinking about it, I think the director would have been Salmonella because he was in something about airlines in like the background of one of the scenes. So I feel like he would have been the director. Here, plus he directs the Steel Samurai, so like he directed Steel Samurai in Turnabout Samurai, so it makes sense for him to be the director of the stage play. The only other people who would have known would be the director, who I believe would be Salmonella, Larry Oldbag maybe, and then like maybe a few of the production staff, but like that's like it. Like Albert wouldn't have known about it at all. He wasn't related to the Steel Samurai stage show at all, from what we know. Now then, would you care to tell us about how you found out the name of that move? Because I can only think of one way you could have known. Because Albert, this is the only way you could have known the name of the special move. You saw it. You knew you knew the name because you saw it. You saw it on the dressing room's whiteboard. The staff members who knew were keeping it a secret. So you couldn't have simply gone up to a staff member and asked. Which means that the only other option left is that you saw it on the whiteboard. So that means that Mr. Albert was in there at some point, right? But what's the big deal, sir? I don't see what that means. There's another piece of evidence that has a great deal to do with the dressing room. So we can't afford to let this slide. This is related to both the dressing room and to Mr. Coach's murder. The push cart that was used to move the body was right there in the dressing room. During the show, the push cart awaited its turn to be pushed on stage in the dressing room. And it was finally pushed there along with the Iron Infant in the last scene of the show. And then right after the show ended, it went into Alabaster along with the Steel Samurai. Which means that the only time the killer could have placed the body inside the pushcart was when the pushcart was in the dressing room backstage. So basically, the killer has to be someone who visited the dressing room during the show. Precisely. Oh, but wait. What if, and this is just a what if the murder took place right in the dressing room? What do you mean, Kay? I have to admit, she brings up a valid possibility. During the show, the dressing room was supposed to be divided of people. Slipping undetected into a private dressing room then would be as simple as pie. The killer must have come up with the idea to move the body with the pushcart then too. Correct, thus making the theatre dressing room the ideal location for the murder of Manny Cochin. Crocus Alba, during the show you went down to the dressing room, and I want to know why. Yeah, I was there. I went into the dressing room. I knew it. I'm placing you under arrest right now, pal. You got that arrest. Not so fast. Man thinks he's still a fucking ambassador. What is it now? Don't I deserve a chance to explain myself? Fuck no. Explain? What is there to explain? I believe I told you earlier that I went to the bathroom. Well, got lost when I did. I wanted to ask for directions, but when I opened the dressing room door, no one was inside. And that's when I saw the name of the move on the whiteboard. You punk, still trying to get your way out of this? Do you really think you can get away at this point? Mr. Edruff, isn't there anything you can do to stop him? I don't have enough evidence on hand to do anything. I don't have the airtight evidence I need to put this man away for good. But if that's what I need, then perhaps... Agent Lang, I believe an investigation of the dressing room is in order. Dressing room in question is in order. It's possible that we may find new evidence there. Yeah, if Mr. Edruff pokes around in there, I'm sure he'll find some new facts, pal. Oh, and if we use Little Thief, we may even learn something from our recreation. We don't need to do any of that. What? Wolfie? How could you? I'm not saying this to be mean. It's just that we've already searched there. My men really are something else. And they found nothing. There's only one thing they can say to you, sis, and it's that they found nothing. That's it. I guess you're right. If they had found something, they would have reported it to us. They couldn't find anything because there was nothing there to find. And if there's no intel to feed into little thief, then I can't do much to help either. Is this the end? The murder took place in this theatre, which is not protected under extraterritorial rights, and the fact that it was Mr. Alba himself who committed the murder. If I can't prove both statements to be true, Mr. Alba walks away a free man. If there's no other course of action left to us, it would appear that your hand of cards has turned to be a bust. Now, if you'll excuse me, because of you people, I missed my flight. Now I must make haste to arrange for a new one. Who is it? Who is it this time? Hold back. Hold on, hold it right there, you whippersnappers. First Larry and now you. What is with that scary mobster like scowl on your face, Edgy Poo? Don't treat me like I'm some sort of nuisance. You are a fucking nuisance, old bag. You are. I've been meaning to say this, but all you can keep talking about, all of you keep talking about things I don't get at all. You're leaving this lady in the sad, depressing, lonely dust that I'm about to cry in. Why did you have to speak up right at this instant? But you know what, Edgy Poo? Cheer up, because I'm about to give you the most wonderful thing in the world. Most wonderful thing from you. It's so super special that I couldn't give it away to just anyone, you know. My special present of love to my sweet Edgy Poo. Are you ready? It's this. It's samurai dogs. It's a box of those samurai dogs, right? Yeah, Edgy Poo, here you go, I need one. And you'll feel as red as rain. Are we through here? And why did everyone get so quiet all of a sudden? Edgy Poo, tell me you understand the depths of this lady's love for you. I'm not one to hand out snacks willy-nilly, you know, no sir. The thoughts occurred to me that this woman has been obsessed with Edgeworth since turned out samurai. Chill, please, just chill out. Please. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do anything about it? Sadly no. There's no power on earth that can force that woman to silence. But I'm so sick and tired of it. All you people do is look down on me. Even this box of samurai dogs played me for a fool. It had a special design on its fan, like the Japanese flag, so I thought it was special. But when I ate one, it just tasted just like all the rest. Ooh, it makes me so mad. With a special box with a Maru like fan on it. I've never heard of such a piece of merchandise existing before. I'm gonna quickly put my phone on charge. However, there it is, the redstone on this fan is filled in. Is it possible? Could it be? After this show, the samurai dogs were piled up on the dressing room floor. However, there is no such thing as a Himaru dog. This contradiction of facts between something that should not exist and yet does, the rays from the eastern sun may be just what we need to point us in the right direction. At present, the studio bigwigs basically told us to play delivery boys. We were supposed to hand the dogs off to the embassy people and tell them, "Hi, I feel good about this conversation," and to pile them up all into the push carts just to move them. I believe you understand what this means, correct? You killed Mr. Colchin at the stairs and then placed his body inside the push cart. Meaning that if Mr. Colchin's body was in the push cart, then the samurai dogs should still be in. Well, the Hinamaru dogs should be still in the dressing room, and the longsmen at that time we didn't know that these dogs, these Hinamaru dogs, had any. We didn't know that these Hinamaru dogs had any connection to the case. So Langsman was like, "Yeah, this is a normal thing to have in a dressing room. Wait, there's nothing, no connection with these." And then he forced the Steel Samurai to unwittingly move the body for you. It's time to piece the final pieces of this logic puzzle together. No matter how fragile or small the connections may be, once we find them all, the way to the truth will be revealed. Samurai dogs and the body in the first part. The killer used the pushcart to transport the body, which means that they had to remove the samurai dogs from within first. Therefore, the samurai dogs that were piled up on the dressing room floor were most likely taken out of the pushcart by the killer. These should still be in the dressing room. That which should not exist, this box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru on it. If this red sun was filled in when the killer was busy removing samurai dogs from the pushcart, then it's proof that the murder took place in the dressing room. As long as this red substance turns out to be what I believe it to be, blood. Wendy Udbag. I thank you. What you have given to me is truly something very special. Edgy poo. Mr. Edgeworth, are you sure you're feeling okay, sir? Yeah. Mr. Albert, as I suspected, you killed Mr. Cochin in the dressing room. How many times must I listen to you repeat yourself? Haven't you figured it out yet? Your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. The only way I'm going to continue to cooperate is with some definitive evidence. That arrogance, that self-confidence. You believe that you've erased every piece of evidence that could incriminate you. However, there remains one piece here, and it is what will put you away for good. You're bluffing. Oh, hey, Mr. Prosecutor. Sounds like you finally found them. You finally found the fangs we need to go after this guy's jugular. So tell us, what about that box of samurai dogs is going to put the old man away? The trace evidence that will bring him down? Why, it's here, of course. This box of samurai dogs with a Hinamaru fan on it. This should never have existed. So why don't you want to take a good look at this red spot? It's a single drop of blood. Dun dun dun. What? Blood, you say? Agent Lang, I'd like this blood analysed post-haste. I've got to admit, I'm a bit surprised. I can't believe we found blood in a place like this. Hey you, get this down to the lab front now. And I'm guessing that because Lang's men assumed that the thing on the samurai dogs was supposed to be red, they didn't analyse it. They didn't get forensics down there to analyse it to see if it was blood. So, yeah, this is why they're doing it now. But why was there blood on that box to begin with? If you think about the flow of the crime, I think the reason will become obvious. Larry, you said that you transported the samurai dogs with the pushcart, correct? Yeah, you have a great memory, Edgy. That pushcart was a bit too big for my son, you know what I mean. So to make sure everyone could see him, I had to pile some stuff in. I figured the samurai dogs were there, so I used them to fill up the car. So if what Larry says is true, then what were the box doing on the floor? I see, the killer took them out in order to place the body in the pushcart. Exactly. And that is when I believe the victim's blood found its way onto that box. But when my men investigated that room, not a single box of samurai dogs was in there. Oh? Because embassy staff members had already confiscated them. Yeah, no doubt to hide the evidence of the murder. It's a good thing Miss Oldbag managed to steal that one box before they got to them, huh? Looks like Miss Oldbag also managed to put this great thief to shame. What a scandalous way of putting it. I didn't steal, I retrieved it from myself. Workers Albert, I'd say this was one very fatal oversight on your part. sorry to rain on your little love fest. However, how can you be so self-confident in a no-win situation for him like this? Even if that blood turns out to belong to Mr. Coachman, then what? So, Mr. Edgeworth, it sounds like he's not ready to call it quits yet, huh? The sole piece of evidence that was left at the scene of the crime, that alone has shed light on a new fact. At the very least, we now have proof that the murder occurred in the dressing room. And you say that like it means something. Huh? Excuse me, sirs. Yes? Yes, forensics? Report, what were the results of the analysis? Sir, the analysis came back and confirmed that the red substance is blood. I knew it. With this, Quercus alba. Mr. Edgeworth, I wonder if you might humour my question. Your question? The one from before, or have you forgotten? Even if that is Mr. Coach's blood, what difference would it make? Like we already told you, it proves that the crime scene was that dressing room. I swear I thought I heard the cat meow then. But it doesn't prove that I am your killer, does it? Here's a very good point. The blood on that box doesn't prove that Mr. Alba is the killer. Then this evidence is meaningless. That can't be, but we were so close, sir. I want to smack that smug look off his face. Come on, there's gotta be something we can do. We finally found a solid piece of evidence. There must be something I can expose with it. What? I can't think of a single thing. Uh-oh. Oh no. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way. No! Stay the fuck right there! Who was that? It's too late. I won't allow anyone to stop me now. It wasn't me, pal. And it wasn't me this time either. It wasn't me either. It was me. Why did you... It's because I haven't finished reporting everything to you yet, sir. There's more? Forensics! Coming in to save the fucking day. I love you, forensics. I love you, forensics, man. What? Hurry up and spit it out. Yes, sir. That blood I mentioned is not the same blood type as the victim's blood. What? No. What? What? Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean it wasn't the same type as the victims? What do you mean it's not the same type? You mean it's not the victim's blood? If it isn't his, then who the hell is it? I don't know, sir. All I know is that it's not the same blood type as the victim, sir. What should we do now, Mr. Edgeworth? I have no idea what's what anymore. Neither do I. Unless it's Alba's blood. By one amusing turn of events. That blood drop proves something to be true, alright? Namely, my words. And which one of your words would that be? The ones where I said that your words are meaningless, worthless, and powerless. That blood has nothing to do with the murder investigation whatsoever. Need I remind you that the blood got onto that box long before it entered my embassy. What sort of nonsense? Yeah, it's blood, pal. There's no way it's not related to the murder. So you would like to believe. What if someone preparing the samurai dogs had a small nosebleed? What then? I guess that's possible, but also you would need to... If someone did that would be very unhygienic. And you would need to, like, re-prepare it again. Or, like, make another one. If you had a nosebleed. Damn it. Have we been wasting our time on a red herring? The blood doesn't belong to anyone connected to the case. That should be clue enough. Quercus alba, you bastard. Silence, don't you ever address me with such a filthy word again. I've wasted enough time here with you, and you have for your answers. Now let me through. Alba, it doesn't matter where you run off to. You'll never escape me. Someday I'll have the satisfaction of sinking my fangs into you. You'll see. And all of Interpol will be behind me, working to see to it that that day comes. Do you know what your words sound like to me? They sound like the whinings of a pathetic loser or more. You're the pathetic loser. Is this really the extent of all that we can do? Is the blood really from someone completely unrelated to the case? No, it's Alba's blood. It is Alba's blood. I know it in my heart that it is Alba's blood. Or is there another possibility? Someone else other than the victim? Just when I thought I had him backed into a corner, it is I who has been backed into one. In a situation like this, what would that man do? What would he who can turn any desperate situation around do? Turn it around. Hello? Hello? I thought you were outside, Muggle. Hello, Muggle. What are you doing? What? Muggle? Mug, what are you doing? She's just on my other desk. No. What are you doing, Muggle? Where are you off now, Muggle? I think she wants to go outside my room. Didn't even realise she was in my room, to be fair. Muggle, come here. Let's go out. Oh shit! Oh my fucking. Somehow I've knocked everything on the floor. There you go. Okay, I need to put my phone back on charge first because I knocked it off with the charger. And now all of my wires are tangled. Great. Sick. I'll sort it later. But yeah, this Edgeworth, he is so obsessed with Phoenix. Oh my god. Turn it around. Turn your thinking around. That's it. I must turn my way of thinking around. Phoenix and Edgeworth are so obsessed with each other. Like, oh my god, just kiss already. It's not whose blood is it? It's whose blood could get onto the box like this. And if I think about it that way, if the blood got onto the box when the body was being placed into the pushcart, then the owner of said blood must have been in the dressing room at that time. And there's only one person that could be, and sorry, not clips in the moment, but yeah, that could only be Alba. Well, I must praise you for trying so hard. It's because of you kids that I was removed from centre stage. I will be forced to live out the rest of my life in the shadows, unfortunately. But it's not a total loss, as the underworld will allow me more freedom than you'll ever know. Freedom like what the raven feels as it flies through the dark night sky. The fucking smuggling ring. You can't lay your finger on me for now or ever. The arm of the law is powerless before me.
Objection!
Do you forget that you're not a fucking ambassador anymore? The law can totally fucking touch you, especially the people investigating it. You know, Interpol, the international police. Powerless, is it? I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. What do you mean? Allow me to describe you in one word. Pitiful. Pitiful? How so? Quercus alba, your wings were clipped long ago. And for someone who is trying to fly away on them without noticing that fact, pitiful is the perfect word to describe you. Ha, mere words. What do you mean by his wings are clipped, Mr. Edgeworth? Just what do you think it means, Kay? We had already caught him in our trap a while back, with an incredibly powerful defensive piece of evidence. Yeah, to Mr. Prosecutor. Get to speak in English. What are you talking about? What piece of evidence? The piece I speak of is, of course, this drop of blood. But we know that it's not from the victim. I don't see how it remains relevant to the case at all. Miss Von Karma, I believe that is exactly why it's very important to the case. And the part that is the most important to the fact that it's not the victim's blood. Because we know it's Alba's. You're looking a little pale. Good. Now I believe you are already aware of what I mean. Then you know who the blood belongs to? Of course I do. This piece of evidence is the irrefutable proof that will stop the killer in his tracks. This blood that's this box of samurai dogs belongs to this person. The killer himself, Quercus Alba.
Take that!
The blood of the red sun on his box belongs to you, Quercus Alba. Oh, what? Where's his blood on the box of samurai dogs? He's not even a victim. The blood fell onto the box when Mr. Cochin's body was being loaded into the push car. At that time, the only two people in the dressing room were the victim and his killer. So that's what you mean. If the blood doesn't belong to the victim, then there's only one other person it could belong to. Yeah, and that person is the murderer himself. That's the only logical conclusion. But Mr. Cochin was the one who was stabbed, sir. Why would Mr. Alba have been the one who was bleeding? What if during the murder Mr. Cochin had fought back? You mean if before Mr. Alba could kill him, Mr. Cochin managed to wound Mr. Alba? Yeah, I believe we have a piece of evidence that proves that he was bleeding then. What is the piece of evidence that shows that Mr. Alba was probably bleeding then? His fucking wound, where is it? What page is it on? This one, here.
Take that!
Mr. Alba, you bear on your body a great wound. That was from when the Mask 2 attacked me with a pair of scissors. Yeah, and that happened way after he was in the dressing room. Ah, but is that what really happened? You can manufacture a weapon by smearing blood on it, so I can't just accept that as fact. Shall we try a test, Mr. Alba, and see if the shape of your wound matches the scissors? You really are something else, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't let a single thing slip you by, no matter how insignificant the possibility. You don't want to talk, Mr. Alba. You managed to give the law the slip for 10 years as the smuggling ring's leader. No matter the danger, you can hide every last ounce of fear and anxiety from everyone. You truly are a one-of-a-kind criminal. I am the master of my fear. However, to think that a person such as you could miss such a large thing. You believe I've overlooked something? You said that my wound was caused by Mr. Cochin. That it was caused here in one of the theatre's dressing rooms, right? Yeah, that is correct. I'd like to point out that it's simply not possible. My wound is a stab wound, and only that could have come from a blade. I wonder where you will still propose that such a weapon came from. Ah, this theatre is packed with security guards. It would have been impossible for anyone to come into this area with a weapon of any sort. Just as Mr. Alba was able to bring in the alabaster knife in a bouquet, there must have been some other way to sneak in a weapon of some sort. Ah, but as long as you can't prove what that other way is, all your talk about Mr. Cochin stabbing me is pure nonsense. So if that other way does exist, you'd better hurry and tell me now. With pleasure. Wait, what? This piece of evidence shows us how Mr. Cochin brought a weapon into the theatre. I'm gonna say... Not that.
Take that!
You have to go as a knife. Key even. Among law enforcement, this piece is known as the Yatakarazu's key. That key? That's the key that my father stole from here 7 years ago. And it is very unique in that it is both a key and a knife. Dual wielding. Can't say the words. Dual wielding. Why do I say dual word? Dual wield. Dual. Now I'm questioning myself at how you actually say dual. Dual wielding. That's how you fucking say it. I can't fucking say words, okay? Meaning that under the guise of a key, it could have been easily brought into the theatre. You couldn't dispose of the knife that stabbed you. Therefore, he wiped off the blood and placed it back in Mr. Cochran's pocket. After all, the key itself opens the safe in his office. And inside that safe, there was a document about Cadopian paper, signed by Mr. Cochran, in order to make it look like Mr. Cochran died as the leader of the smuggling ring. You know, to make it so that the police were the ones who opened the office safe. All that hard work to save yourself only served to destroy you in the end. Shall we try matching this knife's blade with your wound, Mr. Quirkus-Alba? And that is what some may call the coup de grace. Well, however the fuck you say it. Impossible. You can't take me down. Yeah, I can. Swine. Oh, yeah. Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, man. Especially Manny Cochran. This is all because of that man's betrayal. He sought to steal control of the smuggling ring from me by removing me as ambassador, which is why he deserved to die while bearing the guilt for all of my crimes for me. That's why I sent out the Yetagarazu's card and how this incident was born. Manny was supposed to be the smuggling ring's leader who was killed by the Yetagarazu. But I had yet another story that was supposed to play out. Manny's death was supposed to bring everything to a close. And I would have gone away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling prosecutors. Reference. Mr. Albert, I'm afraid there is one more question I forgot to ask. These countries are alabasts. Which country's court would you like to face first? Either way, it's game over for you. Okay, we're in one of the lobbies. This is it, the big day. It's Mr. Alba's trial today. And next week he's scheduled to stand trial in his own country of Alabast. Francisco is heading that one. Is heeding that one. I suspect she'll be serving a full course of blood flashes at it. Having to face Miss Von Carmen court right after facing you, sir? I don't even want to think of what that would be like. I caught a glimpse of Mr. Alba as he was being escorted into the courtroom. And boy, he looked about as glum as I do the day before I get my monthly paycheck. You know, I've been thinking. Yeah? That flight attendant and even Mr. Portsman were all Mr. Alba's secret agents. Oh yeah, Camille Meal. Correct, that smuggling ring was the common thread between all of the incidents. Camille Meal was to provide support during smuggling ops using her job as an attendant. And Mr. Portsman was to manipulate trials related to the ring to end in their favour. Go you, airlines, and even the prosecutor's office. No one was safe from the smuggling ring, sir. I suspect there are even more members of this ring spread throughout the world. Yeah, it sounds like such a big op that I can't even begin to imagine what it's like. You okay, Gumshoe? What is it, detective? Nothing. It's just, well, come to think of it, Mr. Ernest Amano's trial is also scheduled for later today, sir. I'm aware of that. Mr. Amano has been working with the smuggling ring now for over 10 years. He used the Amano Group's various connections worldwide to assist the ring. But all of that has come to an end as his conglomerate is now undergoing harsh scrutiny. My brain is not working right now. I owe Mr. Amano a debt of gratitude, but he must pay his debt to society. Well, with the arrests of both Mr. Albert and Mr. Amano, I guess that about wraps up the KG8 incident as well, huh? I suppose so. The real killer in the KG8 incident 10 years ago was Manny Cochran. And 7 years ago, the killer in the second KG8 incident was Macrell. Those two facts are the unshakable truth, however. It seems that a lot of effort was put into hiding these and other truths from us. And I will expose it all at the trials today. You solved my cases left and right today, aren't you, sir? CCU and Deadman. Perhaps now these two brave souls who tried to make the truth known can rest in peace. By the way, I received some gifts from Ambassador Paleno. Shrimp, crab, beef. I don't need any of these, so I'm giving them to you. Oh, Gumshoe is gonna eat well tonight, man. What? Seriously, sir? Wait. Actually, I don't think I want them anymore. The way you're holding them? Don't tell me they're just coupons, sir. Detective Gumshoe, have you not read the paper recently? Ever since the two countries became Cadopia again, its economy has changed. Really? And it seems that Ambassador Palena has reaped a few benefits of his own from it. He has been announced as the official ambassador of the newly reunified Cadopia. Ah, but what a pity. Even though every item he sent is a treasure, you don't seem all that interested. Well, if you don't want them, I can give them to my lovely assistant, Kay. Wait, that's not what I said. So, Mr. Drift, please let me have some, sir. Have them, sir. Actually, come to think of it, where is Kay? How come she's still not here? She's literally like that. Hey, you gotta be more alert than that. Yeah, you're literally a detective. I can't believe you didn't notice. I was even mimicking Mr. Edgeworth's voice for a bit. I totally didn't notice you or realize that voice was you. Lang, she says, ferocious love blooms with each new spring. Agent Lang, a pleasant surprise to see you here. It's been a long time since I set foot in a courthouse, but I wasn't gonna miss watching the guy who screwed up my country finally get what's coming to him. Yeah, fuck that guy. With that and something else, I want to see you in action in court. Is that so, Agent Lang? We've flushed out all the counterfeit bills, so Zhengfei is finally at peace again. And it's all thanks to you, so I just want to say thanks. Oh, I never thought I'd see the day old Wolf here says thanks to Mr. Edgeworth. I should be the one thanking you, Agent Lang. If you hadn't negated Mr. Alba's extraterritorial rights, I would not have been able to bring him to trial. I believe the victory belongs to the both of us in this case. Ooh, a shared victory, yeah? Look, don't get me wrong, I'll still never forgive you, prosecutors. I have zero interest in that true thing you talk about in court. I've always done things my own way, and that's not about to change, you got that? I see. Well, I believe you should follow your own creed when you do your job. Yeah, and if there's ever someone your precious truth can't catch, feel free to sit around and cry about it all you want. But as for me, I'm going to get that person no matter what. Alright, it's about time for the trial to start. I'll see you later. I'll be watching your performance from the gallery. I'm looking forward to it. I've prepared a whole ton of ticker tape for today's victory, sir. I hope so throw some around when Mr. Edgeworth wins, sir. I think that basically confirms that, you know, when we get a victory and, you know, there's all that confetti going off, I think that just confirms that Gumshoe is the one throwing all that confetti, which, you know, that is very in character for him, so I do like that. He is just the most, like, supportive friend to, like, Edgeworth and Phoenix. Hope you've got enough, because I'm going to go call my men up as well. A modest amount of ticker tape goes a long way. And I think that's the end of... Oh, the scene shifts to the courtroom and the final act of this long tale begins. Yeah, I think that's the end of The Legend of the Great Thief Yet of Karazu. It's the story of those who chose to dedicate their lives to the pursuit of the truth. I'll let this play out. Prosecutors are those who seek a guilty verdict for the defendants they meet, and to the end you have no choice but to win by any means necessary. That creed was forced onto me since I was young. However, I no longer think that it's all prosecutors, and that is because... Even though I've only been away from the courtroom for a short time, I feel as though it's been a lifetime since I set a foot in one. And today, more than any day, I feel the fight within me rising. Objection. Yeah, that's the end of it. And here come the credits. The classic Ace Attorney credits. There's Rhoda. I'm really in Mr. Edgeworth's debt for the other day. Thanks to him, I'm still free to serve in the friendly blue skies. Oh, so about my suitcases, I've been selling them on the internet and they've become a real sensation. Of course they'll become popular on the internet. Thanks to the praise the art world has lavished on my work has been truly postmodern. The airline that has chosen me to design their new line of Go You Jumbo Jets. Just think, someday you'll be able to take a ride in my pink, wild, yellow seated jets. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh my god. And they were flying with Go You. Yeah. Is that guy still fighting with the police? The rudeness of a rude man. Because of him, my time and money is wasted. But more importantly, I received a most fantastic treasure recently. The periodic statue of the Principality of Cadopia. It was a bit light in my hands, but the ambassador of Paleno was most generous. I bet it's a fake one that he gave, and that Paleno still has the real one. We finally caught Agent Hicks's killer, and I was able to witness Mr. Alba's teary eyes. It feels good to finally bring everything to a close. I received another offer from Interpol to work another case in cooperation with them. However, the Cadopian courts await. Cadopia's ass is supposed to be very fresh, so I should find new vigor there. Who's gonna be here next? Is it gonna be... There's Meekins, and then there's Kay, and then there's Amado right there. This little patrolman has been fired as of today, sir. I thought I was safe since we found the gun I had dropped. But I didn't notice that I dropped my police badge too. I guess what really brought the cameras back was that I couldn't find my badge. Not fucking surprised. My little life has suddenly tripped into a dark black hole, sir. I think I'll go to the courthouse and file a complaint with Ruffles, man. With Edgeworth. Yeah. But I'll get thrown out almost immediately, knowing Edgeworth. And there's Emma! Oh, I love Emma. She's great. I was actually hoping to talk with Mr. Edgeworth a bit more than I did. But I've got to get going and return to Europe. I've still got a long way to go and a lot of stuff to study there. Next time I help Mr. Edgeworth on a case, I'm going to do it as a real forensic scientist. I'm sure he's going to need all the help I can give him scientifically. There is such a stark contrast between Investigations Emma and First Apollo Justice Emma. It's so funny, but then she comes back to her usual tripper self in Spirit Justice. Oh my god, I completely forgot about her. Because the kidnapping was staged, I was let off easy. But I won't be going outside much anytime soon, but that's really okay. The only prison I'm forever trapped in is in the cage of love. The guard down at the detention center? Well, when he's on guard duty, she falls in love easy. He has such a cool look in his eyes, just like that prosecutor. Ah, stop it, Lauren. Yeah, come on, Lauren. When will you ever learn to stop being a prisoner of love? Yeah, come on, Lauren. You need to learn to be your own person and outside of, love, It appears there are all sorts of drama that takes place outside of the courtroom. Since we judges are here day in and day out, I've only had a few rumours, but apparently Mr. Edgeworth teamed up with a thief and became a detective. Maybe I should team up with a bailiff and try to become a lawyer or something. I would love that, a judge spin-off. I would actually love that. I would actually love like a little judge spin-off, like maybe one game, 5 cases. I would love that. And there's Maggie. I love Maggie, she's great. Ooh, I barely escaped death yet again. Yeah, but boy were we lucky to have Mr. Edgeworth help us out, huh? Yeah, but because I lost the key, I got fired from my security guard job. Don't let it get you down, Maggie. You've still got me. You're right, sir. I won't be sad. I'm going to pick myself up and get through this. I wonder what my next job should be. Oh, this is actually kind of fun. Ah, Maggie. Forever the unluckiest person in the entirety of Ace Attorney. Other than, you know, Maya, who constantly gets suspected of murder. But, yeah. Oh, there's Polano and Alba. Why not come to Cadopia for your summer vacation? We have coupons aplenty. Right now, our embassy is proud to present our Let's Investigate a Murder show. Oh god. Although recreating that particular case has created a few small fires of its own. Then we had a few problems with the fire marshals, but the next event will be great. Maybe don't try and recreate it. It will be an attraction entitled Capture the Yetagarasu. Of course, I hope to enlist Kay's help in creating our latest attraction. Maybe don't try and recreate the case that literally just happened, Polino. I know you want to increase tourism and all, but yeah. And there's Larry! I can't believe that Mindy ditched me and went to Japan. But it's okay, because that's how I met Miharu. We're planning to go to Paris soon and start business. We're going to sell Blue Ocean dogs. They'll sell like hotcake hot dogs for sure. A blue hot dog in a blue bun, I guarantee it will turn your tongue and your face blue. And I'm not really the type to work a lot or at all, really. Oh, so I noticed that I haven't really seen the guy in the blue suit at all recently. I wonder what's up. Well, the next time we meet, I'm going to make him eat one of my dogs. I don't think Phoenix will want to eat a blue dog. I don't think blue dogs will get approved in France. I don't think the European Union will particularly like blue dogs. I gave testimony in court today as a member of the Yetagarasu. Yeah, Mr. Bag, you look well, all things considered. By the way, have you noticed that elements within the ring have begun moving and have got something? They're probably fighting over who should succeed or over who should be the next boss. There it is. Although to be honest, I wish I could forget I had ever heard of the smuggling ring. Long She says, thoroughly bite the poisonous snake from head to tail. No one runs afoul the law and escapes this wolf's fangs. I'll get you all, yeah. How are you? When did I become so old, I wonder? Like 7 years ago? I began noticing the grey hairs in my beard more. I'm thinking of retiring from here. Are you already grey? He looks grey. He looks fucking old. He looks washed up. And that's old bag. I was the Pink Princess and the Pink Badger all in the span of 2 days. Talk about busy. But it's alright because I got a letter from my beloved Edgy Poo. What, saying, please take care of your hip and when you wish to speak, first take off your headpiece. What does he mean by that last statement? It's not like I enjoy being under a headpiece every time I see him. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. What the fuck did she do for work anyways? Because she was doing security at the Global Studios. And then she was just doing like random shit. Then she was security in Stolen Turnabout. And then she was, I don't remember. Then she turned to being Pink Princess. Oh, but I feel so much better now that the trial's over. And as always, your legal prowess was top notch, sir. Well, yeah, and nothing beats the look on Mr. Alba's face when you revealed the ring secrets. I was amazed. You're like a totally different person when you step into a courtroom. Mr. Edwards is always 10 times fiercer in court. Based on the information Mr. Alba offered up, they've begun large-scale operations to clean up the rest of the ring, which I'm happy to leave to Francisca and Agent Lang. So what are your plans now, Kay? Oh, well, I've taken care of the creep who killed my father, so I'm not sure. Hey, I know. Maybe I'll just keep on being Mr. Edge's assistant. Are you trying to steal my job, Bo? No, because she's not trying to be a detective. Maybe you should focus on that and, you know, getting your pay back to normal so that you can afford more than instant noodles and a bit of salt on your birthday. Just kidding. I can't steal something so important to you, Gummy. What a relief. Okay, yeah. Even after all that's happened, are you still planning to become a great thief? Of course, but I don't want to tarnish the legend of the noble Yetagarasu. So I'm going to hold off on doing anything until I can make a tight 3-person team on my own. A 3-person team? Like these 3? A 3-person team of young beauties at the same age as me if possible. With those criteria, I highly doubt you'll find the 2 other people you need. My father chose to fight for the truth. I think that's what's so noble about him. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, the only things I will ever steal are the truths that have been hidden away. I'm going to work extra hard to make a world where the Yatagarasu isn't needed. Let's both strive for such a future. Well, I guess it's time for me to get going. I see. Okay, keep your chin up and stay strong, okay? And don't be a stranger. Don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be sure to break the lock on the window and sneak in. If you could, I'd appreciate it if you came in through the building's front door. It's okay, Mr. Edgeworth, the lock on my window at home has been broken for forever. And he probably can't afford to get that fixed. Oh, one last thing before I go. Let's take a group picture. Just the 3 of us. Yeah, commemorative photo. Every big case has to end with one. No. Come on, Edgy. Hey, why not? Don't tell me your camera shy, Mr. Edgeworth. Of course not, detective. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm taking the picture now. Hey, come on, come back here. Mr. Edgeworth, you can't run away from this, hey, Detective Gumshoe. Stop it, I can't be seen doing that. Okay, I'm totally taking it now. Say, cheese. And thus, the long tale of the KG8 incident came to a close. And one of my butterflies has fallen off my wall. Oh, sorry, Ada. But I didn't get to read the rest of that. But there's little time to rest and relax, for I am eager to tackle the investigation into a new case. The reason for my eagerness is I want to pursue the truth, and I want to believe in the strength of those who use the power of the law for good. As someone who has chosen to live my life as a prosecutor, that is my new creed. Oh, and there's that little picture of Kay, Miles, and Dirk. And I think that's the end. Is it just gonna stay on the screen forever? Oh no, it all saved. There we go. So we've got some new items in the gallery as well. It's well. Got some, got some more accolades. Completing AA4. AA4. I'm just gonna call it 1-4. And completed 1-5. Examining all 3 benches. And examining both the sword and the shield on a paradox statue. We've got the photo album. This is complete now. We have, where does this start? This starts, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, these are the ones from Turnabout Reminiscence. So that's of Burn and Mackerel. That's Mackerel on the stand. That's of the Yatagarasu. We've got Burn, we've got Kay and Edgeworth, Kay and Gumshoe, Callisto killing Burn. I'm just speedrunning through these. Callisto shooting a gun at us that I used in my thumbnail for one of my VODs for Turnabout Reminiscence. Gumshoe and Edgeworth. Then we've got some for Turnabout Ablaze. Got some of the Samurai Stage Show. Kay following Sheena. Coach's dead body. Master Mask 2's dead body. Larry being a dumbass. Larry and Alba. The Yatagarasu thing. We've got Heleno and Alba and the Steel Samurai. We've got the security camera footage. We've got the Yatagarasu. We've got Sheena and Kay. We've got Lang, arresting Sheena. We've got Alba's wound. We've got Oldback and Larry. We've got Gumshoe. We've got Lang and his men. We've got the last picture of I've got K and Edgeworth, and yeah. Next time I play this, I'll be playing some Prosecutor's Gambit. Then I've got the Compendium. So, oh yeah, I finally added Edgeworth, Gumshoe, Francisca, Kay, Lang, and Sheena. And then let's go to this other side. Can I go it this way? Yes, I can. So I've got, let's see. Oh yeah, I've got the things from 7 years ago as well from Turnabout Reminiscence, because I didn't go through this when we played after we finished Turnabout Reminiscence. So got Karma, got Miles, got Francisca, got Gumshoe, got Kay, got Bad, got Callisto, got the Judge, we got Lang, got the Bailiff, got Peleno, Coachin, Alba, the Steel Samurai, Larry, the Pink Princess, Oldbag, Alba, the Reporter, the Cameraman, Master 2, the Embassy Staff, the Embassy Guard, and Missile. And I think haven't we got Oldbag? Yeah, we've got Oldbag twice in here. Because she appears in 2 cases with 2 outfits, as does with Lang and Edgeworth, and yeah. But yeah, next time I play this, I can't continue from there, but I'll probably be putting in another save valve here. But yeah, next time I play this, I'll be playing Prosecutor's Gambit. I'll be starting with Turnabout Trigger. Then I've got Captive Turnabout, Turnabout Legacy, Turnabout Forsaken, and Turnabout for the Ages. So yeah, next time I play some Ace Attorney, we'll be starting Prosecutor's Gambit. I hope you have truly enjoyed these streams so far. We have one more game left out of the entirety of Ace Attorney so far. And yeah, I am going to go raid out now. I think I'm gonna go raid out to let's go raid out to Spanky. You know, let's go raid out to him. And he's playing some Castlevania. So yeah, let's go raid out to Spanky Rambles. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. All my socials, as usual, will be in the commands on Twitch. Though those only work when I have Mixup open, so that's like, that's during stream usually. And my socials are also in the About Me section on Twitch, and if you are watching on YouTube, then they will be in the description down below. Hope you have enjoyed. I think I have a poll actually before we raid out. I have a poll on Twitter saying, "Oh, what should we stream next week over the next 2 weeks for the rest of October? Either Dark or the or some of the Rusty Lake games." And it looks like there's only been 2 people that voted, but it looks like we're going to be playing some Rusty Lake. So yeah, next week I think will be Rusty Lake games. I have 2 in my Steam library already, other than Underground Blossom, because we've already streamed through Underground Blossom. I have the 2 free ones in my Steam library: Samsara Room and Cube Escape Paradox Chapter 1. I think I only have Chapter 1. Yeah, I only have Chapter 1 so far. So yeah. Anyways, bye bye. Go say hi to Spanky. Yeah, bye. The raid command is about to finish now. Go, bye. Bye.